right, welcome back again. This is Tom Nicknish from VIVED. Tutorial 3 is up next, and in this particular tutorial I'm going to cover the viewer mode. So last tutorial we went through some of the options that are available to the author within the authoring environment here. And now what we're going to do is, after we've created a session or activity around a topic, we're going to present that to students in various forms. And so I'm going to go ahead and click viewer mode, and on the zSpace here I can again left click to orient my model, right click to zoom in and zoom out, and then I can select individual objects within the scene using the front stylus button. So I'm going to go ahead and just move through this activity to sort of outline some of the capabilities here. I mean, you can see at the very top here it's talking about the brainstem and thalamus, and there's two parts to the thalamus on each side of the brain, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, gray matter, some areas that get covered here, in the cerebrum being divided into 4 lobes, and talking about some of the motor, memory, and language associations there. And then the parietal lobe, which sits on the front, behind the frontal lobe, is primary job is to integrate information for senses and making meaning of that. And so we can quickly dive into topics, as you can see here, using the tool as a creation tool, but then as a viewer to consume. And the zSpace, in its ability to showcase these topics in a 3D motion parallax perspective, makes it really cool. So I'm going to jump down to the bottom here where I've got some different quiz questions, and you'll be able to see it from the viewer's perspective here. So what's the largest part of the brain? I'm going to go ahead and select a wrong answer here with the brainstem, and you'll see it pops back a red reminder, meaning that you got it wrong. And over on the left hand side here you'll see this update after I get the answer correct, which is the cerebrum, and you'll see where I missed one potential answer. And let's do that again here. I'm going to go with frontal lobe versus parietal lobe, and then finally I'm going to get the answer correct with the occipital lobe. And again, you'll be able to see how that updates. In this quiz here, this is the assembly mode quiz. The individual is asked to rebuild the brain here using the various parts. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that back into place. And you'll see if I get it close enough, it'll snap back into place. And that makes it pretty intuitive, although this can be a little difficult at times, right? So go ahead and snap that back into place here. And finally, we are complete. And you can see here my final score, 470. I missed a few, and so therefore, it gave me 2 stars. And this information is not saved, just so you know. It is something that I would recommend maybe just taking a screenshot for now, and then saving it under the student's name and maybe the activity name. In the future, we'll be doing a tie-in with various LMS. So stay tuned for future updates. As you can see, students can interact with the models as they are learning or exploring, and they can reinforce what they've learned with quiz questions, making this a great tool for various learning styles. Next tutorial will cover the advanced authoring tools.